Good morning. Welcome to the live session. Every Sunday, we are answering some questions from the Bhagavad Gita to help people understand what they are going through. So, today we have another very beautiful topic, and this is called love. What is love? Don't give me an answer saying this is what who loves you or who doesn't love you or who you love. Today you have a different question. What is love? And we'll understand this question specially from the Bhakti Yoga about love and about from the Karma Yoga again about love. What Krishna is teaching us about love. So, if I talk to 10 people, most of them say love is care, love is understanding, it is commitment, it is understanding, it is chemistry. So, it is giving and it is receiving. But let me ask you something. If someone stops behaving the way you want them to behave, then do you call it love? For example, a mother has two children. One has become a doctor, another wants to become a musician. Now, in every conversation, mom goes on speaking like she says on the face, I'm very happy for whatever you do. Yet, in every conversation, she wants him to change his decision. Now, what we call it? Is it something that which we are thinking from our perspective that this is right or this is wrong? Is it that we are thinking that as per my expectations, if somebody is not working, so I need to change, so that is love? So, let me ask you another question. So, is it about your disappointment? Is it about you feeling disappointed from the other person? Is it like you feel the love when you are set free or when other person is just behaving the way you want? So love has a very deep meaning. In Bhakti Yoga, Krishna says, give everything to me with devotion, with love. Now, whom are you donating? Krishna is not seen everywhere. You cannot find Krishna roaming on the roads or sitting somewhere near you. It's always within the people. He says, I'm within everybody of us. Now, then what does the Bhakti says? Bhakti says, serve people. Serve unconditionally. See, when a mom cooks for food for the child, she only thinks the best for the child. She doesn't expect anything that the child is going to feel. She only thinks that this is my duty and I have to serve with love. The same way, when a teacher is teaching you, the best thing the teacher is thinking about at that moment is, you should be successful. Whatever has been taught, you should receive it properly. So receiving is definitely love, but what receiving? So when you are in a problem, when you suddenly there is some help arises and you say, oh, God has saved me, I was saved. So what is this? So this is the unconditional moment which happened to you, lovingly coming to you. There were no expectations of anything from that. So this is the Bhakti Yoga, and Karma Yoga teaches when you do something without any attachments, without any expectations. Can you love the person without any expectation? Imagine if Krishna is seen everywhere scolding you every minute. You are not doing this right, you are not doing this, you are not doing this. I have written in Gita, this is the one, this is the one. He is not coming in front. He is sitting and watching, yet he is guiding us inside. This is what you should do. So now Krishna is again showing us the unconditional love. We make mistakes and we say we are humans. But if we are not taking the responsibility of our mind and just blaming, when it goes right, I did this. When it goes wrong, Krishna didn't want me to do. So are you actually, disappointed with the world or disappointed with the self? So when we blame, when we complain, where is that love gone? Why are we always trying to bullying somebody down just to prove that we are in a loving mode? Love means freedom. Love means Krishna is always saying, I created my best and now I am just enjoying with you. Whereas what are we doing? We are always blaming, judging people according to what we desire. So is that freedom? If somebody is trolled the entire day, or if you have a plant also at your home, even that plant, if you keep on cursing the plant will never grow. But if you love your plants, you love your garden, like a gardener plants each and every seed with love so that it blooms to the best. So do we do that with our partners? Do we do that with our children? Do we do that with anybody? Or are we always expecting something from them where it makes us happy? Why it makes us happy? Because that is where our critical angle will go down. The critical angle which is reflecting us that you are not moving. It is, the world is not there to get validations. It is there to understand what are you missing. So when we blame, when we complain, we are not in that loving mode. We think that hitting somebody hard or giving two slaps to a child will make them disciplined. You will make them disciplined today, but what happens tomorrow? So we as we people, we see, we jump red lights, and we always need government to be visible of us, so that there are road cameras, there is something. So where is the self understanding? Where is the self responsibility? So love is exactly the same. When you are serving something, you are not expecting back. You are just in a very, very giving mood, because that giving itself becomes a beautiful receiving. So when a child is growing wonderfully, you feel good. You feel proud. I raised the child nicely. So that itself becomes a reward. But what we do is, in that karma, we start expecting back. So instead of cleansing the karmas, instead of giving that vasana a removal from the mind, we add more to it. So that is the actually way of living a Siddhantic or a Vedantic way. Vedant means Advait. Advait means there is nobody else. So when we love somebody, love with the wholeheartedness, that you become the best version. And yet my critical angle stays aside, because my vision says, my love says, my heart says, I give you whatever you need, but you should explore. Whenever you are working in a good company and you find a raise somewhere, your employer will say, I'll give you the best. You served here, but we really look forward that you grow. So if a company is not giving you that raise, you are unhappy. Similarly, when we tie people with possession, with like control, then that is where it becomes suffocating, and that is where we feel we are exploited. So nobody grows in that exploitation. So why are we always controlling people? We want to control everything. We want to control the situation. We want to control people. We want to control everything. The only thing we have to control is here, the mind, which actually is a natural receptor of love. But today, the love language has become like more of validation. Only when you do this, I am happy. Only when you do this, I am unhappy. So we have become puppets to that. Where is that sense of belonging, or the presence which we always give to the other person, being the most loveliest person? We always say, it's not only in the sayings of the Gita, it is living the Gita within you. How you live Gita is like how you come to your own understanding. I remember an experience of mine. Somebody once told me, when I started learning these, one thing stayed with me, that whatever is inside of you in the moment of pressure, that will come out. So initially it was a lot of anger, it was a lot of betrayal, it was a lot of hatred. So whenever the similar situation came, I used to react. Slowly I started understanding that why am I always critical to the things which I am offering about myself? Can I accept the people, or am I, is there anything I am not accepting within myself? Is there anything darker in me which needs to be revealed? So that is how the soul searching started. And it started, the first thing I started was, when somebody is trying to put me down, I am not going to react. This was my first step. I am not going to react. So, because in the first chapter of the Gita, the Krishna Arjun is almost crying at everything. Every situation he has created like a child, that he doesn't want to fight a war. And Krishna only gave him good ears. And he allowed him to, to say whatever. Say whatever. So this way, this was my first learning, that when I am sitting, when I am, somebody is critical to me, I am again with that deaf ear. Let them say, let them say, let them say, let them reveal, let them, bring out whatever they are. Because if they are doing the same, this is my lesson, that if I get triggered and I have to control my senses, the first thing I have to do is I have to stop reacting to everything. After that, as I stopped reacting to everything, slowly what started happening, the compassion started building in me. So when the compassion happened, I felt pity for the poor people who were always critical to somebody. I was also very judgmental at that time. Why are they not quiet? Why they always keep, why are they always gossiping? This has been my journey too. So I am no different from you, from teaching something which I have not learned by myself. So I thought everybody is critical. Why are they so critical? Why they always keep on complaining? But then I again came back to my center. No, my lesson is that I have to be compassionate. I don't have to react. So slowly, as I started becoming, silent within, I started learning more about what is love. So I realized that people might not be my way. People not be behaving like I want them because I'm studying a scripture. So in the name of care, even I am trying to control them. Even I am judging them by the saying that they are not doing what they should do. I stopped doing that and I allowed people to be the way they are. And that is where my peace started becoming. Because now I was not controlling the situation. I was not even controlling people. Because the scripture, when you study, it makes your ego very high. I know everything, and this person is a totally ignorant person. But then I started realizing that if Krishna is within us, whom am I judging and why am I judging? Let them be the way they are. Let them be the way they want to be. Let them be however they want to be. Nobody is stopping me to behave the best. So that is how, every critical thing, everything came to me. I just had a lot of patience within me to allow people to do whatever they want and not judge them or change them. And that is the beauty of love. That is where you go beyond the body consciousness to the soul consciousness, understanding that the people are only behaving how they have been learned to live. So if you think you are too critical, ask yourself, after the session goes up, pick up your notebook and ask yourself, what am I so critical about? Am I controlling the situation? Am I controlling people? Am I controlling everything around me, like I am good, they are bad? Am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Because the duality is always, keeping us in a separation. When you allow yourself to be loved, when you allow yourself to feel, when you allow yourself to receive, the most beautiful things start happening. You start healing, you start understanding yourself. And the entire scripture teaches us only and only to focus on the self. It is not a selfish being. At a moment, yes, you can say it is selfish, because in a way we are exploring the depth of the love we all carry. We are not here born to fight, but yet our sense perceptions have made us so, or we have been learned a a kind of a language of revenge, of not getting enough, of always being in a lack. That is where the love goes, for the self goes down. Krishna says, never, never demean yourself for anybody. So, love is a beautiful expression to give. Love is something you always love to have, give, provide people. And the more you serve, the more you receive. Receive means you're already very happy. That itself becomes a beautiful receiving. And how you give, exactly you're going to receive. Now, when you stop reacting to the old versions of people who have always been, hitting you, your reaction or your response is completely changed. Now you are in that Krishna state where Arjuna has been always crying. So allow people to be the way they are. You don't need to change them. You don't need to, worry about them. You only have to bless them. You only have to change your own vision to see the world around you. The world is beautiful, it is lovely, it is full of love. Create the beautiful feelings within you. Master your own mind. Learn how to empower yourself with that love. The unconditional love is already within us. We have only, layers of ignorance within us where we think there is a separation. So allow yourself to receive that love only when you give. What you give, you always get back. Maybe not from the same person, maybe from somewhere else. But because we give to the person, we want the same thing back. This is where we get trapped. So don't get yourself trapped. Believe me, when you do something out of love, the whole universe is conspiring you to give you the most beautiful life. So that is why the important scripture was written for each and every character of the Mahabharata is actually living within us. Sometimes we are Duryodhan, blind in the love of the child. Sometimes we really become Arjun, crying like anything I can't do, I'm a victim. Sometimes we are that Krishna who always comes up and pleasingly helps Arjun to get up from his own ignorance. So be that Krishna who is always helping people to come out from their ignorance. So, sit with yourself today and ask, am I controlling or am I actually loving? Do people feel free with me? Do people actually enjoy being with me or they run from me? This is what it is teaching about you. Stop neglecting yourself and stop playing your ego so high that wo hi bure hai. No, people are not bad. It's something is being revealed to you. You only have to learn that what is there which is missing. What is there which is always making me upset. So the love you carry is the highest power you can change and transform. The world is not outside of you, the world is inside of you. And this was the biggest lesson I learned from the scripture, how to stay calm in this body and how to stay calm in this temple and create a wonderful life. So now I feel, people are attracted, people love to talk to me, communicate with me, only not because something I'm mentoring them or something. It is because I love to feel joyful within myself, irrespective of what somebody is saying or doing about it. I enjoy my own company. So that is where, the entire transformation lies. So I hope you understand the point of me teaching you the point of love. Do not, do not possess people. Do not crunch people like you have to make me happy, only then I am happy. This is possession. Krishna is teaching us non-attachment. Krishna is teaching us, control over the self, not self-mastery, not mastery over the people. He is teaching a different power dynamic, which is called the expansion, the love. So fall in love with yourself, understand your own self much better than speaking to the world. So that is why the whole Vedantic philosophy is going inwards. Understand yourself rather than focusing too much on the outside world off and learn. You'll always keep on lingering somewhere. So that is all for today. I have a few people Okay, people have said hi, hello. Okay, so I see a lot of emojis here. That's fantastic. You are enjoying yourself in the journey, and okay. So here, I'll again tell you one thing. When you are listening to something, be merged with what you listen. Again, be merged. You are here to understand something, and to understand yourself is the highest love of all. So don't the kind of romance we think, is visible in the movies or thing. It's a mere illusion. If you study Rumi, he loved his teacher. If you are a student, you love your parents. When you love your parents, you wish to do something good for them. You wish that you can take care of them in their old age or whenever they need you, or otherwise. That is the kind of love that is free flowing. The love which is on all, your possession, that is not love. So remember the right language of love. See you next week with another question. I leave you with a question today. Sit down and ask yourself a good question. Am I loving or am I possessing? Am I controlling or am I actually going within? Ask yourself good questions, and we'll see you next Sunday. Thank you so much. Namaste.